What is up, YouTube? What is up, Giants fans? It is your boy Jay Dimes, and we're back at it with another New York Giants video. Back at it with another New York Giants banger. And if this is your first time watching, make sure you leave a like, make sure you comment, and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you love Giants football. The season's almost here. If you want a lot of Giants content during the season, you're definitely going to want to stick around and hit the subscribe button and join the channel. Now let's get right into this video. So, Day 4 of Giants training camp, the last day of Giants training camp until we are in pads on Monday. We have a lot to get into, got a lot to talk about. So let's get right into this. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was my man, Daniel Jones. So yesterday, Day 3 of Giants training camp, he did not look good. You know, he threw a lot of bad passes, had a few interceptions. The offense in general just did not have a great day. Wink Martindale sent out some different type of schemes, and different type of looks, and the defense won practice yesterday. But in today's practice, based off what I've been hearing and seeing, it seemed like Daniel Jones bounced back after a bad practice. And one thing I wanted to really talk about is Pat Leonard. Pat Leonard, who called for a QB change after yesterday's practice, who was tweeting and reporting that the Giants should look to bring in Tyrod Taylor to be QB1. They should go look and probably trade for Jimmy Garoppolo after a bad practice from Daniel Jones. And one thing that I just don't understand is, how can Giants fans who want DJ to succeed, who, you know, will call it even, if DJ plays bad, we're gonna get on him for it. If he plays good, we're gonna praise him for it. Why, when DJ has a great practice, when he throws a great pass, you don't see Giant supporters or people who want the Giants to be great going out there saying Daniel Jones is going to be an MVP? You don't see it. They say that's a nice pass. We love to see it. Go DJ. But let DJ throw an interception. The people who hate DJ, the DJ non-believers, go and say, oh, we need a new quarterback. Oh, we need to go in and start Tyrod Taylor. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. And it is practice. It is practice. And I was arguing with someone on Twitter. I'm going to defend DJ when it's time for him to be defended. So in practice today, he threw an interception to Dane Belton, rookie out of Iowa. It looked like it was a deep ball to David Seals. It gets intercepted by Dane Belton. Okay, it gets intercepted. It's okay. Interceptions are going to happen. Brian Daboll said it earlier in the offseason, which I keep bringing up in every video, that if it's okay to throw interceptions, learn what you can get away with in this type of offense. And someone goes in there and says, well, they're calling for his job because he's been below average over the past 2-3 seasons. And I reply with this. So Saquon Barkley, who fumbled the ball today by Darnell Holmes forced to fumble. Shout out to Darnell Holmes, been balling all camp. Darnell Holmes forced to fumble on Saquon Barkley. Do we cut Saquon Barkley because he fumbled today and has not played great over the past 2-3 seasons? Or the past 2 seasons. Is that what we're doing now? Is that what we're doing now? We're calling for people's jobs in training camp right now. That's what we're doing. So with DJ, I just want him to keep balling. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting progressively better, because I really want him to show how good he can be with a decent offensive line, with good head coaching and Brian Daboll and the supporting cast around him and the coaching staff, with actual weapons. We've been balling in camp like Kadarius Toney, Wan'DaleRobinson, and others. So DJ today in Day 4 of Giants training camp looked pretty decent. Kind of bounced back, you can say, after a bad practice yesterday in Day 3. Shout out to Daniel Jones. Now let's get into Brian Daboll. It seemed like today that this was the most reporters have seen him yell all Giants training camp, and it's kind of like he's been speeding up the pace each and every practice as we get closer and closer to Monday, when we're gonna have pads on. I just love to see it. I love to see it. You know, I don't want Brian Daboll out here to just throw him right into the wolves. Let's get the fast-paced offense going. Let's just start ramping everything up. No, let's progressively get faster and quicker and, you know, more into that game feel as we get closer and closer to the season. I love to see that. And, you know, he also made them run sprints last practice, and it wasn't because of a punishment. It wasn't because of punishment. It was because in the fourth quarter, you're going to be tired. You're going to be kind of drained out after battling out for the past 3 quarters. How do you look when you're tired? That's a very important thing when it comes to football, or when it comes to sports in general. How do you look when you're tired? When you're not 100% healthy, or you're not 100% energized in the late game, in the crucial moments. I just love it. I love it. And one thing with Brian Daboll is he is an offense-defensive guy. When the offense goes there and scores a touchdown, he's running, he's celebrating with the offense. But when the defense goes out and makes a play, he's going to go out there, he's going to celebrate with the defense. I love to see it. And there also was a little scruffle today between Shane Lemieux, Dexter Lawrence, and Leonard Williams. And the difference between that type of scruffle and the one last year with Joe Judge is it just felt different. It felt like more of a guys just battling more than I hate you, you hate us. It was a fight that was divided last year. And this type of little scruffle, it was Shane Lemieux, the dogs on the defensive line in the trenches, just battling it out. And nobody had to run those sprints. Ain't no whole bunch of yelling. Ain't no whole bunch of drama after it. They broke it up and they went back to practice. Shane Lemieux also started at center today with Joshua Ezeudu starting at left guard with the ones. John Feliciano did not practice today. He's been dealing with kind of, the energy. It's been hot. It's been humid outside. Heat exhaustion, stuff like that. I love that, they're keeping him, well rested. It's hot as hell outside, so I love that. But with Brian Daboll, man, I'm very impressed about how he's already coaching his team up. I like to see it. It's still late the season yet, but just the little things that I'm seeing, I'm loving it. Kadarius Toney also did not practice today as he's been going hard over the past couple of practices. He's been having a lot of reps. So, he said, hey, take a day off. You know what I'm saying? You've been battling, you've been balling over the past couple of practices. Take a little day off. Take a little day off before we get into pads on Monday. So with Brian Daboll, I'm gonna clap it up, man. He's really impressing me. Now it's a lot more he has to do. The season's not even here yet. I understand that. Take everything with a grain of salt. But early out in training camp, I'm liking what I'm saying from Dave's. I really am. Now let's talk about Darnell Holmes. Darnell Holmes, man. He's been having a very, very great training camp. If it's a player that I can say has had the best training camp, I might have to go with Darnell Holmes. Yes, Wan'DaleRobinson and Kadarius Toney has looked great, but Darnell Holmes probably has looked the best out of any Giant all camp. Now today he also forced a fumble on Saquon Barkley. Great technique as he just punches the ball right out like Marlon Humphrey. If you know Marlon Humphrey, you know that he's known for just punching the ball right out of people's hands on fumbles. That's what it looked like from Darnell Holmes. He looks great. He looks very great. I think he has 3 or 4 interceptions. He has a fumble, a forced fumble, which also was picked up by Julian Love for a touchdown. So with Darnell Holmes, man, I know a lot of people like Cordell Flott. I like Cordell Flott in the slot. I like him. But I think he's going to have to, play a little bit better. He's going to have to take that spot from Darnell Holmes because he has been balling. He has been balling. And I love to see it because, if you had to name any weak position on the Giants team right now, it would probably be the cornerback position. But it would help a lot if we could have a suitable, good slot corner. It would help a lot. If Darnell Holmes can go in there and be that reliable slot corner for us, make these type of plays in season, ooh, I like it. It helps. It helps a lot. Now, yes, it is training camp. It is practice. We're not in pads yet. And he has gotten beaten in some plays. Wan'DaleRobinson caught a touchdown pass today with a nice route on him in the red zone. If you didn't know, Richie James a couple practices ago made a nice catch in the red zone on him. But it's just that he's still out there making plays. He's still making interceptions. He's still forcing incompletions. He's still, forcing fumbles on Saquon Barkley, who rarely fumbles. So I'm liking what I'm saying from Darnell Holmes. I'm liking what I'm saying from the defense kind of too, with them getting pressure. They just won practice yesterday. So today, it wasn't as good as it was yesterday, but still, Darnell Holmes in general has been balling, has been making plays. You're still going to take it with a grain of salt because it's just practice, but I'm just liking what I'm seeing from him, man. So shout out to Darnell Holmes. And I just wanted to say, if you made it to this part of the video, thank you, man. You're a real one. You're a real loyal subscriber, man. Thank you for watching the whole video. But that's really going to do it. No practice for the Giants tomorrow as we get prepared to have pads on Monday. Can't wait. I'm also going to be going live on Monday, so if you want to, tune in, make sure you go do that. I really appreciate it as we talk some Giants football on Monday. So that's what we're going to do. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, hit the subscribe button as we get close to the season. And it's been your boy Jay Dimes. We're out. Go Giants.